What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We were one of only a handful of Taylor Guitars online preferred dealers, bringing you the greatest things in Taylor guitars all the time. Check out empiremusic.com to see our entire selection of Taylor guitars. You already know that we do a full pro setup on every guitar we sell. So every time you purchase an instrument from us, it goes to our techs and they dial it in. Pro setup, factory spec, making sure it's the best playing experience it can be for that guitar. And we also just stock a handful of brands, super deep. So when you get a guitar from us, not only are you gonna make sure you get a great guitar, we're gonna make sure you get the right one for you. So check out empiremusic.com. You can chat with us through the site or give me a call and we will hook you up with a great Taylor guitar. Today, we're gonna continue highlighting the Empire Select series that is sunsetting, it's retiring. We've had this program now for 2 years. We've done custom wood sets with amazing value for our customers, and Taylor's programs are shifting, so we're going ahead and going to retire these guys and give you crazy good deals on the remaining models, like this 714 Select with a Sinker Redwood top and Koa back and sides. Unbelievable custom shop wood sets. All the Empire Select guitars are wood sets that I put together, wood combination I put together for a handful of reasons. They either historically had been very popular in Taylor's line, would be something that I thought customers would really like, or are guitars that over the years we've done custom shop versions for customers and they were a consistent theme in wood combinations, which falls under that. So we do a lot of custom shop builds for customers across all of our brands. And something we've done a good handful of is Koa back and sided guitars with the redwood tops. I love Koa back and sided guitars. I don't particularly love all Koa guitars. All Koa top back and sides guitars are stiffer. They're a little just like harder to get something out of. They open up over time, of course, and they're obviously visually beautiful. And you know, in the right hands, they sometimes sound really great. Broadly, I think though they're a little bit more tough to get a wide range of sounds out of and a lot of inflection out of as a player. But you take a Koa back and side guitar, that's really breathy and sweet and lush and has all these overtones, and you pair it with a redwood top, look out. So think of redwood as a cedar on steroids, right? Cedar's round and lush. The redwood's way more powerful, more overtones. This Sinker Redwood was was submerged underwater under many years on the West Coast. As they travel up rivers to be distributed, they fall off and they extract them, and that wood's been underwater for sometimes 100, 150 years. And it has mineral deposits, and it's got a unique characteristic to it, giving you this really complex tone that matches beautifully with the Koa. It really allows the Koa to bloom and give you a full tone. It enhances the bass response of it because Koa isn't as bassy as other tone woods, but you still want, which is fine because we don't want every guitar to sound the same. This still sounds really full. And then it gives you this roundness, so you fatten up that bottom end. The mids are just stunning, and then the top end has got this really lush characteristic to it that is profound. I mean, it's really, really impressive because you get beauty, you get clarity, you get sparkle, you get no bite. It's just a really mature sounding guitar. We bound these in wood, so like a maple binding on this one, which is gorgeous. V-class bracing, expression system 2, obviously the ebony fingerboard bridge, gorgeous shell inlay with you have abalone inlay on this. So giving you like all these high-end appointments to add to your collection. And the wood sets are really important because in going through the custom shop and working with Taylor on these woods were all hand selected for not only their quality of visual and their quality of strength and just like the grade of the wood, but for the body shape. One of the first times I ever went out to Taylor's factory, it was like 2003 or 4. I did some customs and Bob was helping us build customs. So I was there and he was helping me build custom guitars. He'd flex the backs and say, oh, see this one here, how it flexes? This should be a small guitar. It's really, it's a little bit, it's too stiff to be a big guitar. It should be something smaller. Or, wow, this is a lot of flex. This would be really make for a full sounding guitar. We should put this on something larger. So they're hand selecting all these woods based on giving you the best grand auditorium body shape possible. And I can't stress this enough. specs are line items on a piece of paper, you know, and everyone gets enamored with opening up 17 browsers and looking side by side and trying to find all the specs of how things match. The reality of it is a spec is just something that someone typed, right? It doesn't tell you the context of the application of that spec. And that's what I get really excited about and why we do special guitars like this, because they go through a custom shop and we're getting something that is not only the spec that we wanted, but we're getting the best version of that because someone with their hands on it used their expertise to deliver the best version of it. So just really a spectacular piece. And I think as you hear me play through it, you're gonna notice that roundness and fullness to it and those overtones that just make it really, really special. So if you watch the videos I do, you know I like to do dynamic range and I like to do the mids of the guitar. Grand Auditorium guitars are great because if you've ever been to a Taylor Roadshow, they always say, you know, the Grand Auditorium is the Swiss Army knife. And it's like, in some regards, I agree with that because it does perform in nearly every scenario. You know, it's great for that. I always think of the Swiss Army knife though as kind of one of those things where it's like, while it does a lot of things, it doesn't do them particularly well, right? Like, it's not the best pair of scissors you've ever had on a Swiss Army knife. Whereas this is, in many cases, the best guitar in its class. If you want to go small, it plays expertly small. As you open it up, it can play with big guitars. In like an orchestra style shape, it competes with everything. So this is, I just imagine more of, imagine just being a hybrid of kind of like all the superpowers of each body shape built right in. So a really, really popular shape, and I think it obviously defines Taylor guitars, the Grand Auditorium, for most of us. So let's do the dynamic range, and we'll do the mids, and then we'll compare notes and see what you think. A beautiful sounding guitar. That's the best way to describe this. I mean, Koa, I have a handful of Koa back inside of guitars. None are all Koa. I have a spruce, I have a cedar, and I definitely would love one of these redwoods. I mean, it's just a phenomenal tone wood because it gives you this breathiness and airiness. As you heard the guitar open up, I hope you caught kind of like those extra sweet tones in there, those overtones that we're not expecting, because it gives it to you. And I even added a little bit of dynamic playing through the mids because I wanted to hear you as you draw those notes out. Man, it just sounds so full of life, and it's just really, really interesting. And it's cool to hear a guitar, you know, not be monotone in volume. You know what I mean? It's like if you ever played an old Casio keyboard, right? And it's just like there's like basically like you hit the key and it's one tone quiet, and as you hit it harder and harder, it gets a little louder, but the key sounds the same. Whereas if you go to a grand piano and you hit that middle C and you do it at different levels, you really start to push it, it gives you this extra character, right? And that's all built in here. The guitar just comes alive in your hands. And I think a guitar wood combination like this mimics the guitar player's wants and needs better than a lot of Tonewood sets. I think every time I play a guitar like this, you know, I just think, man, like as you retract your playing attack, the guitar just sits back for you and it gives you this beautiful sound that just lets you enjoy it, almost like a harp played lightly, you know. And as you open it up, man, it just keeps giving you more and more, and it's reacting exactly to your playing style, which is phenomenal. I always tell customers here all the time, you make sure that you're playing the guitar and the guitar's not playing you. That's how we know we're getting you the right guitar, right? We talk about getting you not only a great setup guitar, and we do, and we're really proud of that, but finding an instrument that matches the sound that you have in your ear and the style that you want to play is, I mean, the setup is very important because you want it to play great, but we have to get the right guitar first. And wood sets like this allow us to fill gaps in the Taylor guitar line that don't exist to get you the sound that you're after. So this is a Taylor 714 CE Empire Select with Sinker Redwood top and Koa back and sides. Reach out. We have a huge selection of legacy guitars. The program is sunsetting, so it's going away. We're giving you crazy deals on these. I mean, it's just bananas. We'll get moving on to figure out what the next big thing with Taylor guitars will be. So check out empiremusic.com. See our entire selection of Taylor guitars. We'll get you not only a great setup guitar with our full pro setup included, and make sure the guys here help you get the right guitar for you. We'll get you a beautiful instrument, professionally packaged, safe and sound to your door. Like our channel if you have not. Please reach out to us with any questions about Taylor guitars. This is, again, the Empire Select 714 CE. Check it out before they're gone here at Empire Music. Thanks so much for watching.